Hey, Cole, how's it going? Paul Stockman with News 4. Congrats on the win. I know that's probably a good feeling to put that hat on, right?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's always a good feeling to be on top of the division. But we still have a goal ahead of us, so we're gonna celebrate tonight and then put it behind us and get ready for the next step.
We talked about that celebration of just what is it? Does it mean more knowing that you have it in the bag, or at least have that clinched playoff spot, that clinched division spot with games to go, as opposed to that a couple years ago? I'm sure you've talked to some of the guys in the 2017 team that had to kind of wait and scoreboard watch those last couple weeks.
Oh no, it definitely helps when you clinch early. I guess maybe there's some added pressure if it's coming down to the last game or something like that. But even if it were that, I'd ride with this team to the end. So even if it came down to that last game, I'm confident that we come out on top because that's the type of guys that we have in this room.
And then lastly, what's that moment going to be like, you think, stepping off the airplane tonight and seeing the Belt Mafia waiting for you? Because they're already asking when's the flight land. And I know Micah Hyde challenged, he wanted more people to be there than in 2017. So that's starting to kind of take some traction. So folks are going to try to show up. What do you think that moment's going to be like?
Oh, no question. I'm sure they'll be rowdy. And, it's just a part of you wishes that, they could have been a part of it the whole season and just enjoyed all the games at home. I feel bad, for them that they can't really, they can watch on TV, but it's not the same as having them there. So, I'm excited for them. They've been waiting a long time for this moment. So, I'll be on the lookout for them, and I know they'll be rowdy as hell when we get there.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Congrats again.
Yep.
Hey, Cole, Mike Catalano, congratulations on the win. The playoff game last year against the Texans, a lot of guys have mentioned it as getting you guys prepared for this year. When's the last time you thought about that game, and does it play into your mind at all now that you guys are back in the playoffs?
I've thought about that game. I've never forgotten it. I feel like it's a game we should have won. It's hard. You never want to dwell in the past, but a game like that kind of hurts you and sticks with you a little bit. But it's good to learn from it. We know what we have to do, and we know what we didn't do as well as we should have in that game. So I think that'll help us moving forward.
And Brian Daboll's gotten a lot of guys involved in the offense. Is Jerry Hughes going to be the next guy who gets involved and plays on the offense after that?
He might be after that interception. The way he reversed field a few times and took it to the house. That was an awesome play, and I'm so happy for him. It's definitely fun to watch to see a big guy get loose like that.
A lot of guys have said ball security could be an issue, though. He's got it out there.
Yeah, but we can get him right on that. It won't take long. We can get him right before the next game for sure.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Cole, congratulations. It's Mark Gahn from the Buffalo News. Just your thoughts on Josh Allen. What were you most impressed with today?
Man, it's hard to even be impressed now. It's more expected. He's been doing it all year now. He's been dropping some dimes, man. There's one throw he threw to me that was, he just fired it. He put it in the only place he could have, and it gave me a chance to make the play. And then the long ball to Steph. That guy's just been zoned in this year. I'm just happy he's my quarterback, and I'm happy that I get to go out there and have him back there slinging it to me. It gives you confidence. It gives you confidence as a receiver when he's back there.
Real quick, a couple plays. The fourth quarter, you caught was a slant or a deep over. Yeah. It looked like an audible. Was he saw the blitz? He hard counted them. Just describe.
It wasn't audible. He checked out of something and got us into that play, and he didn't hit me exactly where we usually want to hit it, but he waited on me second window and he made a great throw. And I was pumped. He kind of had that trust in me to wait on it.
And then the throw to Kumerow, I don't know if you got a good look at that.
Oh, yeah. That was another.
They like to play cover two. They were in good position. What, do you feel like, is there any way to defend that in cover two?
That was another one of those dimes he dropped, put it right on the money, right where it needed to be, threaded the needle on that one. The guy can just throw it all over the place. We love playing for him.
Thank you.
Hey, Cole, Tim Graham from The Athletic. I wanted to ask you this question. I know that COVID has kept you from really maybe feeling the fans and the energy from them, even out in public during the week. But you come from a place where division titles are expected every year, regardless of how good the team is. And you came to a team that was down, and the fan base kind of had those expectations beaten out of it. Now here it is in December. People are expecting you to win. Like you're saying, it's almost, Josh, you run out of things to say because you expect it now. Can you describe how that has evolved for you since you arrived in Buffalo to go from people not being sure to now throwing up 40-plus points in a game where you clinch the division title?
I mean, that's kind of just part of it. Once you start winning games, and then yes, the fan base naturally is going to change and expect that. So, there's not any added pressure or anything because we expect the same thing. You got to go out there and play with confidence. And, I got all the confidence in the world in this team and the guys on this team. So, and I know they do as well. So when we step on that field, we expect to beat the team across from us. And to me, if you don't have that, you can't win. You know what I mean? So you can't go out there unsure. I've played games where maybe I was unsure about a route or something, and those are the routes that I always wanted back and wish I could have done something different. So you can't go out there with that in your mind, and it's expected from us. So they're only going to expect it as we keep winning and having success.
Has that evolved, that feeling or that vibe, maybe even this season, just in terms of?
I mean, it evolves as you win and have success. So, once you experience it and you start kind of realizing like you're pretty good, you start to expect it, but you still have to understand that it's not just going to happen. I mean, the reason we're playing well or having success is because of how we prepare. So, and the guys know that, and McDermott does a good job of spreading that throughout the team. So, really it's just on us to prepare the best we can each week to have that success. I mean, it doesn't just happen on Sunday or Saturday in this case.
Thank you, Cole.
Yep.
Hey, Cole, can you hear me and see me?
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what's
I can see you now.
Okay, all right. Well, congratulations. I know you're kind of like a mellow guy, but how was the vibe kind of on the sidelines, and how excited were you guys kind of just going through the game, kind of seeing the way that it was going, knowing you guys were going to clinch basically tonight? Was it just a fun game for you?
To be honest, I had no idea that we would clinch if we won tonight.
You didn't know before, prior to?
Oh. I didn't know. I mean, other guys actually knew, and I don't know how I was out of the loop, but I was just coming in to play another game, expecting to win. What happens after is what happens after. I didn't really know that was the deal until.
Just even that, with not even knowing that you guys were going to clinch, just to see like kind of the success thing out, your teammates, and just how was it fun out there just to be out there playing that game today?
Oh, no question. I mean, it always brings energy and juice to the offense when you're putting up points like that. I mean, you want to do that every game, but that's not really how the NFL works, I mean, the other teams are getting paid too. So it's always cool as hell to have a game like this, and it's definitely fun. It takes you back to some of those high school games or college games where you did some of that. So anytime you can do that in the NFL, that says a lot about your team and the guys that you have. So it's definitely a cool experience to finally, get a big one like that.
And I don't know if you've been asked this, but is it kind of weird that some of your teammates, not weird, but, funny in a sense that some of your teammates weren't even born? The fact that the last time that the Bills did clinch the AFC East.
Oh, yeah. That's insane too. And I didn't know how many years it was, but, it's really just awesome for the fan base. They've been waiting for so long for something like this to happen and to have a team have success. So, it's really just it's cool as hell for them. Like I said earlier, I just wish they could have experienced it a little bit more than what they have. But, hopefully maybe they'll get to before it's all over with. We'll see what happens in the world. But I'm just, happy that the fans get to have this moment.
Well, Como did say that there's a possibility that maybe fans can come in the stadium for the playoffs. So, you can keep your fingers crossed on that. But congratulations and thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I hope so.